Okay, so that is actually the final video I do for the flight simulator right now. I have this amazing VelocityOne Flight Stick, and I want to show you something. It's inverted, which means if I pull up, which you usually would do to pull the plane up, it actually goes down, and if I put it down, it actually goes up. Now I want to say it worked with Flight Simulator 2020 right from the get-go, so they could have just copied the profile. Everything is inverted here, so actually when I'm throttling the engine, it's going down, and so like here, so I have to invert like everything with that flight stick. That is just such a shame how they could screw it up beside all the other problems. What I'm also want to point out, now you could actually argue that on a PC it's maybe to be expected because there are 100 different, maybe a million different combinations of motherboard and CPUs, processors, but how on earth could Microsoft screw it up? I play it on the Xbox, which is a Microsoft product. I play Flight Simulator 2024, which is a Microsoft product, so it's the same ecosystem like you could say like with Apple, right? So how can they actually really screw it up? It's their complete ecosystem. There is no one else to blame. I actually bought that flight stick in anticipation of the Flight Simulator 2024. It works fine with a 2020, but it's completely everything inverted with the Flight Simulator 2024. And as I said, they just could have copied the settings for that flight stick over to Flight Simulator 2024, and I've actually read that a lot of users actually have the same problem, not just with that flight stick, with a lot of other flight sticks as well. I have to say it's a total mess. I'm pretty sure Microsoft is going to fix this down the road, but here is my thought on that, on patches. I'm not talking updates, I'm talking on patches. Let's say in a few days they release a patch, and often when companies, software companies release a patch, it actually reads like as if they are proud to announce, hey, we fixed the problem which we actually caused, but we are super proud, we fixed this and that. No, just think about, as I explained in another video, you would buy a car and then you couldn't drive it because it's raining and the windscreen wipers are not working. And then your car maker a month later would send you a letter and they would say, hey, proudly, we want to announce that your windscreen wiper after 1 month is working. And by the way, the left index light, we fixed it as well, and we are working on the fog lights, and in a further patch, maybe the fog lights are working. We would not accept that. Or let's say this would be a medical device which also would run on software. But with games or other software, it appears that they can do whatever they want. They roll out a faulty product and then they make it better over time, which of course that's fine, but that's also their duty, of course, to make it better. But you see, I have to play it right now with my controller because the controller, it's not inverted like the flight stick. So to be honest, it's a big failure. It even runs on their own Azure cloud, so you cannot even blame somebody else for the failure of these servers. And you see, I cannot even crank up my motor. It's so bad. What I'm trying to say, Microsoft really should either give all these early adopters, or actually us idiots who trusted in Microsoft, a reimbursement in the shop, giving us free airplanes or whatever. But this is a total failure. So I want to repeat, they own the cloud system, the Azure cloud where it runs on. They own the hardware. It's their own hardware. It's a closed ecosystem. they developed the software and they screwed up so big time. So they cannot blame anyone else than themselves, and it's a shame Microsoft to roll out such a bad product. I really have to say that. You need to fix that soon, and please just copy the profile for all these flight sticks over. How can you make it so bad that it's actually inverted per default? I mean, come on. You surely had beta testers with flight sticks, and it's just a shame. And I'm closing with that, and I'm not touching the flight simulator for the next few weeks, because as I explained with the example, like if you would have a car where windscreen wipers would not work, it's just not a usable product right now, and it's just a joke. Or look at these ships down there. I mean, look at this one. Like this one. It's just a joke. It looks like in a Lego game. Pretty bad.